I feel that most people fall into a trap, like when trying to lose weight, and there are basically two sides to this. One side is where you work out and eat a little less to lose weight, which is being eat, eating smart, eating this, eating good. But the other side is them not even eating anything, not even working out or anything, and just starving themselves of what they need. You do not want to starve yourself to lose weight, You don't. The amount of pain and agony you put on yourself is not worth just to shed a few pounds. You're basically lacking yourself of energy and nutrients that your body needs. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? 'Cause I hope you do. Even for people that just want to be healthy, like they don't want to lose weight. I mean, they don't really care to lose weight. They just want to be healthy. They compare themselves to other people, and it's like, wait, I need to lose weight because I'm jealous of this. It's not a good look. So then they just don't eat anything. I know this because I'm gonna be honest. I did starve myself once, and it was the worst thing ever did to me, mentally and physically. The amount of pain I went through, the exhaustion and the weakness I felt, just to lose a few pounds. Just lose a few pounds. Just for a few pounds. It's not 20 pounds. It's not no. Just to lose a few pounds. That is not a good look. Not a good look. Because when you starve yourself, and I'm letting you know, when you starve yourself, you're not really helping yourself, since firstly, you're restricting nutrients to your body. Our body needs nutrients. Our body needs nutrients. There's no other question to that. Because if we don't eat, then our body won't get nutrients that it needs for it to function properly. And the amount of energy you will have will be low because you're not eating at all. You need carbs. Any type of carbs. You need energy. You need energy, and the food is basically fuel for you. It's like, let's say, for example, we're cars. Cars need fuel, right? So basically, for us, food is fuel. You can't starve yourself. No one, and I mean no one, should starve themselves ever to lose weight. No one should ever. If you're thinking on doing it, ditch that thinking. Please. Because you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting your self-image as well. Now, I'm not gonna say, be good for, like, how do I say this? Like, be good about your body, because your body may look bad, but when you compare it, it might be even worse, It might be worse. So, I'm gonna share two methods on how I struggled with this, because this was really something towards me, and I feel like most people need to know, because most people, they compare and compare and compare, and then they're frustrated, and then guess what? Let me just not eat anything. Let me restrict myself from not eating this or eating that, eating anything. So yeah, I have a story as well on how I went through it, with two methods that with two steps, no, with two steps that I will show you on what you can use, like, right now, to help you lose weight. So, and remember, I was bad mentally and physically during this time. So I want you guys to understand how I really felt during this time, because I was really bad. So I wasn't that good at all. So I want you to understand a bit, So I struggled with this around a week before I started to care for my health. I was in a rough spot during this time, and I was unhealthy during this time, but that's another topic for another video. I just want to talk about starving yourself. I was pretty lazy as well, since I would really have nothing to do. Like, I would just be, or just all the time, or on my bed. I really had no plans, nothing at all. So So I just built a bad habit, and I stayed with it for a pretty long time. Now, one of those bad habits that I had, it was me being on my phone a lot, which, which I was on Instagram a lot. Instagram Reels, to be exact. I started to get those reels of people, working out, showing off their physique. You know those videos. You know those videos. Well, if not, then it's okay. It would just be in the back of my mind. I mean, I wouldn't really care for those videos, like, is my feed. I didn't really care for what I thought. But then after, it did start to affect me. Like it was in the back of my mind. It was like, the workouts, the videos I saw. I didn't really care for what I consumed. So it was back in my mind. But then I kept seeing more and more of it. And then it moved from the back of my head to the front of my head. And then that's when it started to really corrupt my mind. And this took place like before I started even to work out. Like before I even got to health. This was before I even started working out, by the way. Before I even started working out. I know, surprising. Surprising. And I was overweight during this time as well. I was overweight. Like I said, not healthy as well. So I would start to worry about my weight, and it was not a good look for me after that because I thought of, you know, shedding some pounds, shed some pounds by starving yourself. So I did that. I would not eat anything for a day and a half after that. After that day, I don't remember the day exactly. I know it was around New Year's if I wasn't wrong. So it was starting to hurt me a lot. I would think that any type of food, no matter if it's a small fruit, could be a little fruit or like a big plate of food, I thought I was gonna be unhealthy and getting more fat and fatter until I decided to eat a salad that my mom made for me. Now it wasn't a salad, it didn't awaken me as like, now I know. No, it was me understanding that you can like lose weight while still eating, you know? And I couldn't resist, man. The amount of pain I had in my stomach, my head was hurting. I remember it vividly as well. I was in my room in the dark. It was like around night, and it was just my stomach hurting. My head was just pounding. It was not a good look on me. And when I ate that salad that my mom made me, I just thought, wait, why not just eat and then losing weight slowly and slowly? Because I'm gonna say this now, losing weight especially, it takes time. It takes time. So I thought of it, and that's when I awakened. And it was really good awakening, man. Like, I really thought, now I had a big understanding on how to do it. And I did research after that as well. So I'll start to use a method, the 2 steps that I still use to this day. I use other methods now, but these are 2 methods I started to use before that would really start to help me now on losing weight while eating, without starving yourself. Starving, you know. Now, it's not about having us. I'm not gonna mention like having a specific diet or eating specific foods. Like, no, that's for when you're like moving on past that. Like, you start to actually look into health. But if you're just starting, I mostly want to cover all what you can do for the basics. So the first method is to see how many calories you would eat. Now I know I sound crazy, but this really helps. Like if I count your calories, it really helps. That's what I started to do, and now I'm doing good. So what I will usually do is I usually eat like more than 2,500 calories a day. I ate a little more than that. So then I decided, wait, let me eat at a calorie deficit of negative, like minus 300 calories, or I think it was 300, 500. I don't remember, but it was around that range. And that's one of the method. That's the first step. Being on calorie deficit. Uh, Being on a calorie deficit, it it really helps because you're limiting on how much you eat while you're still enjoying your food, Then I would adjust to my liking, so it can be maybe after like, maybe a month of you doing this, maybe starting to eat less than 200 calories, you know? So You can adjust to like, you know what? Maybe let me do negative 300 calories or more. After you get start to get used to it, you can adjust it. You know, there's no set limit. It's based on your liking and what you need. You know, and yeah. Now, if you were to be underweight, I recommend for you to be a calorie surplus. I never actually been on a calorie surplus because I was mostly overweight. But if you're underweight, try and eat a little more, like 300 calories can help as well, depending how much you eat, you know. Because, you know, for us, we're all different. We all have different bodies, so everyone is different. This will take consistency as well, because, no, this will take consistency and discipline as well, because you will need to stay disciplined on how much you eat, you know, because some days you might even feel like, you know, eating less than what you really eat, or eating more. You might be like, no, I don't want to. That's why there's discipline. You need discipline as well. That's the second step. You need to have discipline and consistency as well with this. First step, calorie deficit or calorie surplus. Second, have discipline and consistency. That's why I can mention consistency at the end of my videos all the time, because it really plays a key role to losing weight. You will need to stay disciplined on how much you do. You will need to stay disciplined on how much you eat, like I said, and it will take some time for you to get adjust to it as well. Because it did hurt for me when I was starting to do it. Kind of hurted me a bit, I can't lie. But I did get used to it over time, and I adjusted to my liking, and I'm still doing it to this day. It will take some struggle as well. It did hurt. It did hurt for me being on a calorie deficit, because my stomach was depriving itself just by a little. You know, not depriving fully, but by a little. So it will be worth it, and it'll be worth it in the long run if you do this. It will be worth it in the long run, and it'll become second nature, like brushing your teeth. So I don't really see like any issues of people struggling with that. Like the only struggle you should have is during that time. You know. Now that is the two steps I use to lose weight while not starving myself to to death, just to lose weight. I'm still losing weight with this method as well, because even with the other methods I have, I still use this method because it lets me know how much I'm eating and if I'm staying within my goal or not. And it really helps because I can now see how much calories I'm eating. And I know we might not have the exact calorie amount for what supposedly are eating, because to be honest, you know, it's impossible to calculate the exact amount of calories, but it will help you in the long run. And it will give you an idea on like, so if I ate this much, like approximately this much, let me not eat for the rest of the day, or let me not eat this type of food for like that food for the rest of the day. It really does help you by tracking, basically. And this took time, so consistency and discipline will have a key role in this method. So, and yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I just want to make a video on not starving yourself to lose weight, because I feel like to me it's not being talked enough about starving yourself, especially in this world, because people are comparing themselves to others and then they're starving themselves. You know, they're doing all of this just to look good as well. And I feel like that people don't really get that. People don't really get that. Just starving yourself to lose a few pounds is not gonna. It's not gonna help you. Yes, you may lose the pounds, but it will ruin your mind. Yeah. So remember to work out when planned. Eat healthy as well, and stay consistent. Stay consistent, man. Because having consistency and discipline is the most two greatest things you can have in life right now, with anything. I thank you, my friend, for watching this video, for letting me speak to you during your free time. And I will see you, my friend, in the next one. Peace.